Now go figure. I found an article tonight and I lost it. But I was meaning to go over this. I never thought the day I would go out there, but I'm gonna try and make it. But the only reason why I'm going over this article, now I gotta find it and do a second goddamn thing, and I gotta do the mapping. And the only reason why I'm doing this is because this is another thing that has led me to another H.P. Lovecraft story. Now, of course, every time I speak of H.P. Lovecraft, blah, blah, I talk about how they say his writing was non-fiction. I mean, god damn it, I say it wrong. Because non-fiction is true, fiction is not. They call them fiction. I call them non-fiction. They say he was fiction. I believe that is BS. And now once again, and the reason why I did not go over this story, and I have been looking into Dogtown, I can say past couple years ago maybe, I fell into this story. It is an abandoned ghost town. But now the article that I read and what I have just, and this goes to show that, right, H.P. Lovecraft has really brought me to a lot of places in Massachusetts because he wrote of this stuff, and stories that I brought forth is combining with his stories back in the day. Don't you go over there. Hey. His stories of back in the day are coming out with stories that I found, and not knowing that this man ever existed until my man Boris gave me information on him. I never even heard of Lovecraft. Never. And I'm the type, if I get into something like this, I would have gotten into it a long time ago. And I would have probably read all his books, but I didn't. Because I never knew he existed. And I'm sure that's why Boris sent me this guy's stuff. Because of the fact, right, what I was coming out with, probably he read and reminded me of his stories. And now that I keep friggin' hearing stuff and now going back over this story, it only brings out the H.P. Lovecraft stories to be even more fiction. Non-fiction. Not fiction. Non-fiction. The truth. That man, I can tell you, I don't know why I'm getting that goddamn friggin' phrase mixed up. But I tell you, oh boy. And believe it or not, and I forgot all about it, why Dogtown is named Dogtown. Well, not this article, and I'm not going to go over this because I haven't read this yet, but the article I did read, and I got to go bring it in, and I want to do mapping of this, because this now is, oh man, it's insane. You damn mutt. Come on. I'll be right back. I mean, the mapping. And I did a mapping of an area that H.P. Lovecraft did. Now, this is in that area, which I'm going to do a mapping of in a whole nother video. And I got to find that goddamn article. Because what is in that article is what you can go, you can believe me or not, or you can just sit there and know where I'm going with this. But the word Dogtown. There was people in the back in the day supposedly roaming. I forgot what the name of the dog. It wasn't a quarry dog, but there was some dog that they used to keep, or that roamed, and then there was something else. That's right. Something else. Bigger. Badder. dog. I know you know where I'm going with this. And now that I've gotten into H.P. Lovecraft, and I don't even listen to his whole damn stories on the thing, because immediately when I hear him talking of a area, place of interest that I have explored or looked up myself, I run right into the story and I get myself going into that. And yeah, I gotta really get going on this one because I ain't got much time to go over stuff and my battery's gonna die. But I will mention though what I'm going with this. And there's a big friggin' dog that has been seen in Dogtown. And I'm going with, once again, that's right, folks, the Skinwalker. I mean, there were other things that were supposed to be in there, but when this thing came up and I read the article I had out and they were talking about this dog disappearing, big, huge, that was enough for me. And, like I said, and like I say, the other location in this place sparked my mind. I was like, oh, shit. And I was like, I just did a story on that. And of course, that was a few months ago when I was really getting into Lovecraft. I mean, his stories pop up all the time. I still got to go through some. I still got to finish some. But with what he's explained, I don't really need to go through the whole thing. Just that area of point of interest that he speaks of. And I tell you, when I friggin' look stuff up and he has that stuff in it, he mentions these creatures and everything that he saw in his dreams, which was that goddamn truth. In my eyes, non-fiction, people, non-fiction. This right here is gonna be a big, huge combination with one of his stories in the location, and I have it on video of me going over all kinds of stuff. I was trying to find towns that don't exist no more, and I'm surprised it don't. It probably don't, and like I say, that one he speaks of and the one I'm going to talk about probably disappeared just like this one. Just like this one. That only goes to show that this area that I'm speaking of is like, whoa! And you want to know one thing all in with this of why these towns don't exist no more? The big number 2 words that come up. Native American. But I gotta do this all in another video. I gotta do a mapping. I gotta find the other article. I gotta go through a little bits and pieces. And that's right, Skinwalker. Native Americans. Stay off the sacred land. That's what it is these days. I'm here to speak it through the Skinwalker. Until the next video, be safe, take care, beware. And this is on a point of interest that I need to get to and walk my own ways through. Oh man. I can feel a chill on my back with this one. I want a bit. There's 2 places, the Dover Demon and this one. But also I want to say, we'll show one more thing before we go in of how lit up that sky is tonight. Usually it's pitch black out back and now it's ping. But anyways, battery's getting low. Dogtown. If nobody knows the history of it, check it out. And I guarantee there's skinwalkers there. I want to get to this place. To the next video, y'all better believe. That's right. Because if you don't, there's something wrong with you. I know. I've been told through dreams myself. Out.